Welcome to the Rodney Hill Podcast. Check me out at rodneylspeaks.com. So I'm invited to this wedding, and this wedding's taking place in this nice historic building. And so I'm in there, and the wedding's in the backyard. And so I'm part of the wedding. I'm part of one of the groomsmen. And so we're getting there. We getting ready for the time for us to each get dressed in our tux. And I go upstairs inside the house. Again, nice historic house. I go upstairs and I go to the bathroom, lock the door, and I change into my tuxedo. And so as I'm trying to get out, I tried to lock, and guess what? It wouldn't open. And so I'm trying frantically, and I'm trying for probably literally like 10 to 15 minutes, right? And I'm wondering, what am I going to do? Nobody's upstairs with me. Everybody's in the backyard. The windows in this bathroom are pretty high, and I would have to probably stand on a towel rack to get to the window and yell for help, which also is embarrassing. But I was ready to do that, but I didn't want to break the towel rack because I'm wondering, are they going to have to break this door down to get me out? And pretty soon my son came and he yelled to me, "Dad, what are you doing?" And I said, "Thank you for coming, son. I need help. Get somebody because this door will not unlock." And so they're coming there, and I hear this commotion out there, and I can tell that more and more people are starting to hear about this idiot locked in the bathroom upstairs in this old historic building. And they start talking about, I think we have to call the fire department. And my only fear was visions in my head seeing firemen take an axe to this door and me having to pay for a door in this nice old historic building. So I'll tell you what happened in a minute, but I first want to welcome you to the OCast. And if you read my bio to get to know who I am, my bio is at rodneylspeaks.com, and I'm doing a series, part of the series, The Building Blocks of Life. Each block, each attribute builds off one another, and these are all useful for a full and productive life. And so I'm talking about perseverance, persevering. Now, we've all faced setbacks, right? Discouragements, problems. And if you haven't, just keep living. They're going to come. But this is because that's what life is. Life is all about setbacks, discouragement, and problems because they always happen. Now, there's some good things that happen as well. But again, you're going to face these. And so the key is, what are you going to do when these things happen? And you got some choices to make, okay? One of the choices is you can just give up. You can just give up and say, you know what? I'm just tired of all these things happening to me. I'm just going to give up. You can complain. Ever meet that person that just complains about everything? But you know the key? You know the secret to people who complain is that nobody cares. Now, there may be some loved ones who may be empathetic and who may say, you know what, it's okay and I understand, but you know what? The general thing is nobody really cares. They're going to go on with their lives. As a society, we complain too much. We complain about a lot of things. We complain about everything, right? Some people, they feel like they're entitled, like they should get something for free, and I think we just focus way too much on stuff that we can't control. Why do we argue about politics? Going into the gym locker room, hearing two people in a heated debate. They're not fighting or anything, but they're just wasting energy arguing about politics, who's in office, what the person does or did. You can't control that. Big one, anthem protest, NFL. Like there's so much attention drawn to that. Why? And I understand people are on both sides, have strong feelings on that, and that's not what the podcast is about. But all these things that we're focused on are holding us back from our full potential of achieving everything that we can get out of life, right? You'll never have a chance to progress. You never have a chance to move forward if things come up. And when they come up, you just stop and complain and moan and whine, right? Got another thing you can do, another choice. Instead of giving up, instead of complaining, you can fight and keep pushing. You know what happens when you fight and you keep pushing through your problems and the things that arise that kind of hold you back? You have a chance to win. You complain and give up. Guess what? You don't have a chance. But when you fight and you keep pushing, you have a chance to win because you'll make it through the situation. You'll make it through anything when you continue to fight. It may not turn out perfect. It may not result in the result that you want, but again, you have a chance to win and you'll make it through one way or another. Because if you still lose, you will still grow from it. You will still gain the experience you have from persevering. But you have to ask yourself, what's stopping you from doing this? What causes us to complain and give up and be angry? Well, first of all, we buy into the negative and the complaining part of everything. We seem to find comfort from those who are lost or who have lost out in life, right? We find comfort in the ones who can come alongside you and say, yeah, you're right. That is messed up. That's why I hate so and so. That's why I hate this situation. That's why I hate this political thing. And so they go beside you and they don't have a chance to win either because they're losing. And those are the only people that you have coming alongside you are losers. And not to be harsh, but that's what the whole mindset is, right? It feels better to be with the crowd than to be different. So you have to ignore the noise. You have to ignore the people who are sitting there coming alongside you saying, yes, give up, buy into the negativity. We feel that it's our last straw. Like, oh my gosh, so many things happen to me that this is it. Like, I can't take another thing. And I've been there before. I've been where it's like, I cannot take another negative thing happening to me. But here's an analogy for you. When you go to a race, and suppose it's you're running a marathon or you're on a bike maybe and you're running a race and you're on a bike and you get something, maybe you hit a rock or you run into somebody, you fall off the bike. There's no need to quit. You can pick up the bike and keep on going. Another thing you don't take the bike, you don't go back to the starting line and say, I got to start all over again. I made no progress whatsoever. No, you pick up the bike, you keep on going because you have a chance to win. And if you don't win, you have a chance to not be last. And so we can only truly win when we decide to persevere. And it's easier said than done, right? How can we persevere? Well, again, I'm a person who believes in God. I'm a faith-based person. And so all these building blocks that I'm mentioning in this series are built on something, and it's built on an object of faith, right? I got these building blocks from the Bible, 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3 through 11. You can check it out if you want to. But they're built off something. You have to have something to build these things off of, the object of your faith. And so some have God, some have the universe or karma, like they believe in the concept of karma that I talked about in the podcast of goodness. But regardless of what you believe, you have to have the right mindset. What is our mindset? Our mindset needs to be to finish this race. Finish this race, whatever it may be. Job promotion, maybe it's something with school, maybe it's something personal, but you have to do it because do you enjoy life? Enjoy your life to the fullest, right? Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy the challenges. That makes you stronger. That helps you to grow. Don't live in regret. Time does not stand still. You don't want to be at the end of your life. And some of you may have seen this. People who are at the end of their life, they can't go back and they regret a lot of things that they did not do, that they were too afraid to try. Don't be one of those people that do that, right? We see examples of people who have success. That helps our mindset, right? They may have different abilities and gifts than us, but they're the same people that we are. And if they can do it, we can too. We don't want to quit. You can't have this mindset of just giving up, of saying, I can't do it. You just need to keep on progressing. When you go work out, I'm a person that likes to work out every morning. And when you go and you exercise, you lift some weights, you do some cardio, right? And then you don't see any results. You don't stop. You keep going. Keep going because pretty soon you're going to look, and a year from now, you're going to be better than you were the year prior. Now, sometimes we may mess up, we may slip up, we may ruin our diets, we may go out and order that large pizza and eat the whole thing. But then what I see some people do is they get defeated and they say, I fell off the bike. I'm going back to start. Or I'm giving up. This isn't working for me. No, you mess up. Guess what? Next day, get back in the gym. You keep going. Keep progressing. Pretty soon, your mindset to finish will win out any negative that happens. See, each time we fail, each time we don't make it, we get back up, we get stronger. Because next time in your life, when something else happens, You're ready. You say, bring it. And so back to the story of when I'm in this bathroom and I'm locked in this bathroom and I'm sitting there wondering, how am I going to get out of this mess? They're going to call the fire department, and I want to be the guy known at this wedding as the guy who got locked in the bathroom that they had to take the axe to the door and chop down this door to get this poor person out of the bathroom. And so what happened was I had to trust somebody who came by and said, Rodney, go ahead and try the deadbolt one more time. And I'm sitting there, oh no, it won't work. I already tried it. It's not going to work. He says, just turn it. So I turned it and it didn't work. He said, I think you're going the wrong way. Go the other way. And I said, I did that. I went both directions and it won't work. So I turned it the opposite direction. And again, I went and it stopped. And he said, keep on going. Keep on turning the deadbolt. And I said, it won't go. He said, force it. Keep on going. And pretty soon, with a little bit of force, you know what the thing did? It kept turning. And the door unlocked. And the crisis, besides being embarrassed, the crisis was over. And so the thing is that I was not trusting that it was already done for me, that the mechanism was working the way it was supposed to be. I was ready to stop, and I was right there at the finish, ready to get out. And so that's what I want to leave you guys with perseverance, is that you have to give it one more push, one more try, one more thing, one more get-go. There's a lot of memes like this, right, where somebody's digging and there's a diamond, he's about to give up, there's a diamond right at the next shovel full of dirt where he needs to just shovel this a little bit more. But that's so true. There's a finish line. We'll reach the finish line once we make up our minds and we have the mindset that we want to continue to grind, to keep on going, to continue to keep on persevering and keep on pushing through. When I think about perseverance and you think about the definition of perseverance, it's a continuance in the state of grace to the end, leading to something eternal. Now, that's a faith-based definition. But basically, we're living for the end. There's an end for us all. What legacy are you leaving? Leave no regrets behind. Keep pushing. Try that new thing you want to try. And if you fail, you'll be stronger for it.